Thankfulness. For these moments have molded you into the person you were always destined to become. Each and every one of us has a purpose to make a difference, to change the world, no matter how big or small that change may be. Our wildest dreams are right here at our fingertips, so close that we can almost grasp them. Never hold yourself back from being the innovation our world has been waiting for. Here's to us, the class of 2015.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on our special day. It has definitely been an honor and a privilege for me to be standing in front of all of you on our four-year journey together. And I just want to take a quick moment to thank the staff and administration because it has been a struggle, for sure. So I'm going to dive kind of right into it. I want everyone to think for a moment of one specific person who may have inspired you for a college or career path. Maybe it was one person who kind of helped you along the way when you really needed it the most. I want you guys to think of one person. And now, this is where everyone needs to get involved. On the count of three, out loud, I would like you to say the name of that person. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Most of us are awake. That's cool. See, the truth is, though, without that person that you all named, we wouldn't be where we are today. Now think about it. We all started our lives as dependent children, right? We needed to be fed, we needed to be amused, and we needed to be cared for. Hopefully, as we've matured, we can now get our own food, amuse ourselves, and dress ourselves in the morning. So now we must make a transition into adulthood for not only caring for ourselves, but for caring for others. When you all named a person earlier, I'll bet you that that person has not received any recognition for all of the differences that they've made. But they still do it, day after day, year after year, right? Now, did it matter to you? Yeah, absolutely. So the question that I'm going to leave you with is, how do we care for others? It can start with something as simple as a smile when you get your change back at a fast food restaurant. Maybe it's volunteering your time to help someone get back on their feet. Maybe it's patiently helping someone learn a skill that they're just having a hard time with. You see, when we take the first step in helping, we are changing the world. We're changing their world. And I had a big impression that you must be powerful or rich to make these big differences, but truthfully, it's the smallest people who make this difference. My view on this changed in a heartbeat. I remember I was sitting in my AP's office, and he gave me a piece of paper and a pencil, and he said, write down the name of 5 people who have made differences in your life. I said, okay, more work to do, sure. So I wrote down the name of 5 people, and he says, within 15 seconds or less, write down A for attitude, K for knowledge, or S for skill, next to the name of that person, something that they brought to the table for you. Okay, so I did that in 15 seconds, didn't really think much about it, more of a reaction thing. He says, now look down at your paper. I'll bet you that most of the people that you put down A for attitude. Maybe, sure. Turns out 3 of the 5 people that I put down A for attitude. Their attitude is what made a difference for me in my life. So now I will leave you with the challenge. Make a difference, even if you don't see the fruits of your labor. Take the time to thank the person behind the counter. Share a kind word with someone who really needs it the most. Make a difference in someone else's world, because that's how you'll make a difference in the world today. Thank you, class of 2015, and thank you to all who've made differences in our worlds.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the P-CCS Combined Choirs for their number.
has come, I know, for me to go away. The door is open now, and if I stay, I will cease to grow. I am like the eagle who stands at the edge of her nest. Trembling she longs to fly, just like all the rest. But the nest is so warm. I am like a sailboat that strains against her lines, longing to go with the wind, break the last confine. But the harbor is safe in the storm. Safe and warm in the storm. So why are there wings, if not to fly? Why are there sails, if not for wings and seas to try? If not to try to fly. And so I know what I must do. Now, while I am young, today the door is open to the sun. I will go through. Thank you, how I thank you. Will go through. Today the door is open. I will go
The members of the Board of Education will award diplomas to the graduating seniors in just a moment. It has been many years since I've donned the red cap and gown as a graduate of Canton High School. Yes, I've grown a bit. Back then, I looked forward to this moment of the graduation ceremony for the words of inspiration of my principal's address, so I could feverishly jot down those notes on my trusty notepad. I know many of you are waiting with tippy-toe anticipation for the words of lifelong inspiration from me, so that it may be retweeted over and over, or favorited, or become a trending topic of inspiration on Twitter. Well, you finally made it. The day has arrived that you have long awaited. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion, the culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals obtained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. So it is only fitting this afternoon we commemorate the road that we've all traveled together these last few years and inspire you for your life ahead. It has been a journey that started with tentative steps, perhaps, but one that has taken us to remarkable heights. We have encountered some trials and tribulations along the way, soldiered on and come out stronger for them. We have experienced exceptional moments, magical moments, and created memories that will fondly be remembered in the years ahead. It was once said by someone famous that as we walk through life, we leave footprints as our legacy. Make sure you retweet that. Or hashtag quote. Well, this afternoon, I brought with me some lighthearted mementos from the class of 2015 that will forever solidify your legacy and some things you will need as you move along in life to share with everyone Let's see what I have in my bag first. Wow. The class of 2015 has endured trials of having to be held in classes due to flashes of lightning, at times that infamous shark that seems to always get loose in the Salem pool. Or that deer that seems to invade the halls of Canton from time to time. Or that pesky polar bear that was always at Plymouth. Rest assured that we humanely captured all these mythical animals, and the classes that follow you are all now safe. My next item that I have with me is some rock salt. During those treacherous winter months at the park, you survived more rock salt on the path than there is in the Dead Sea. This was great training, for there will be times in your life where you have to take life with a grain of salt. Persevering through those tough moments have paid off for the class of 2015 in being awarded $5.5 million in scholarship money, 154 seniors being awarded the President's Award for Educational Excellence, as was the Principal's Academic Award. 38 students have earned a 4.0 or higher GPA. 4 National Merit Scholarship finalists, 1 National Merit semifinalist, 9 commended students in the 2014 National Merit Program, 2 state championships, numerous KLAA and district titles, along with high distinctions for music and art programs. Make sure you retweet that also. My last item that I brought with me today is a Rubik's Cube. Many of you may be familiar with this toy, but it represents so much more than a mere toy. The Rubik's Cube is symbolic of the future and all its possibilities. This toy has more possibilities than the speed of light travels in inches in a century. The speed of light travels at 186,000 miles per second, which equals 37 quintillion inches in a century. That is 37 with 18 zeros after it. The Rubik's Cube has 43 quintillion possibilities. So as you go through life, there will be some twists, and there will be some turns. There will be some high points, and there will be some failures. Oops. But remember to believe in yourself, to strive for the best, accept nothing less. When people speak doubt about your hopes and dreams, make sure you continue to speak and keep the faith. When others see small, remember to keep seeing great. For it is time for you to believe in yourself and your abilities to soar to greater heights. I believe in each one of you is destined to do some great things, and one day all those possibilities will come together. I wish each and every one of you the happiness of a productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and the love of your family. Thank you, class of 2015, for the honor of being your principal these last 2 years. And good luck in all of your future endeavors, and congratulations. To honor your time, we will call all 500 names of students in pretty rapid succession. As excited as you are for your student, we ask that you hold your enthusiasm until we have heard all the names, and then we will give the biggest collective cheer that's ever been heard here at EMU. Please respect these students who have been very respectful all along, and respect the dignity of the traditional graduation ceremony. The noise of the celebration is certainly warranted, but we should wait until the proper time. At a time when it seems that society is challenging most of the norms of a dignified ceremony, I would like to show that Canton Chiefs are leaders. And we can do it the right way, because like our students, we care about others. So let's get our name readers, Mrs. Smiley and Mr. Ignati, in place, and our board members ready with the diplomas. I now present to you the members of the Canton High School class of 2015.
Edward Joseph Ida.
Zoha Qureshi.
Emily Rose Finn.
Sarah Ann Mortensen.
Brett Antonio Lee.
Jalen Taylor Rayford.
Nicholas John Lanava.
Sarah Ashley Ellis.
Adam Michael Armesto.
Alexa Christine Rumor.
Robert Guajardo.
Ryan William Heatherwick.
Thomas Bryson Kittle Jr.
Jessica Lynn Stevenson.
Say it. David Theo Hallinan.
Emily Ann Eichhold.
Emmanuel Devante Austin.
Carly McBride Garcia.
Mohammed Jamal Hussein.
Emily Elizabeth Budlong.
Marissa Joy Budnick.
Caitlin Joy Fabricatore.
James Everett Chadwick Jr.
Megan Ann Liuppa.
Theodore James Lang II.
Ryan Preety Winicki.
Anthony James Guzik.
Kyle Min Kai Pham.
Richard Mackenzie LaCroix.
Brittany Lillian McIntyre.
Jeremiah Cameron Doe.
Sarah Diane Schaefer.
Kyle David Cochran.
Abigail Kayanne McCallion.
Joshua Hugh Byers.
Grace Marie Rodriguez.
Emily Christine Downs.
Tori Marie Ratcliffe.
Amanda Marie Essler.
Aaron Earl Miles, Jr.
Matthew J. Honus.
Caitlin Marie Washington.
Chandler Hamilton Larimore.
Autumn Rain Washington.
Asen Ali.
Emmanuel Uoma.
Brian David Eastman.
Mariah Lauren Schwartz.
Nicholas Robert Borg.
Ashley Rose Nance Panic.
Kayla Janae Buford.
Monica Jane Yen.
Voltisa Corcurdy.
Leah Irene Snyder.
Alyssa Brianna Gaudy.
Andrew Richard Murphy.
Hannah Lee Davis.
Mia Shaughnessy.
Paige Victoria Kumper.
Kaylin Lacey Shaughnessy.
Taylor Catherine Clark.
Katarina Anne-May Pinion.
Joshua Thomas Crescenti.
Taylor Lee Murphy.
Brian Roger Faust.
Haley Madison Talaga.
Justin Michael Lamb.
Jacqueline Rose Wine.
Tomas Antonio Chavez.
Courtney Jean Smith.
Alex Stephen Gojaszewski.
Taylor Nicole Topolsky.
Kyle Randall Keener.
Rebecca Nicole McDonald.
Amanda Michelle Bruin.
Alexandria Marie Vincent.
Abdul Bonharia.
Sarah Elizabeth Mai Plant.
Ramal Khan Lodi.
Isha Tahir Mahmood.
Matthew Thomas Fisher.
Wendy Pupa.
Amber Renee Dixon.
Jessica Marie Smith.
Alyssa Marianne Davis.
Julia Patricia Webster.
Matthew Joseph Andro.
Sydney Alexandria Smith.
Brock Anthony Carlson.
Jasmine Nicolia Testani.
Scott William Basner.
Aminta Zenobia Scott.
Nicholas John DeRocher.
Jaira Natan Muhammad.
Noah Anthony Adams.
Dimion Monet White.
Austin Stewart Goff.
Sydney Ann McQuiston.
Katie Jane Kozerski.
Monica Marie Roof.
Valerie Evelyn Lentini.
Ariana Michelle O'Neill.
Ty Blaine Jasmine.
David Alessandre Tucker.
Aaron Timothy Cannon.
Spencer Gary Oliver.
Oshke Bonsai.
Alec Gerard McDonald.
Elaine Calvina Jackson.
Marcus Anthony Stoyevich.
Julianne Barbara Becker.
Christopher Walter Scott.
Nicole Leslie Liepa.
Jason Miller Polander.
Caitlin Corinna Leatherwood.
Alonza Chanel Parker.
Michael Edward Scott Andrew.
Jonathan Christopher Williams Jr.
Rachel Michelle Galsevich.
William Robert Toth.
Tina Dillon.
Jasmine Najim Henry.
Paige Nicole Demery.
Sydney Lauren Schultz.
Hussein Hassan El Houli.
Prescott James Vida.
Trevor Bradley Coy Kendall.
William Charles Stark.
Colin Reed Cafflish.
Michael Patrick Shako.
Daniel Kenneth Curry.
Kevin Patrick Melcher.
Jeremy Allen Drangowski.
Tanner William Pater.
David William Cook.
Kira Jane Sullivan.
Aaron Jamar Arnold.
Taylor Allison Pelland.
Ryan Anthony Leskovitz.
Annie Jean McDougall.
Evan Joseph Duffany.
Megan Elizabeth Roy.
John William Everett.
Lindsay Marie Weaver.
Eileen Lopez.
Carly Noel Vella.
Sarah Brianne Finson.
Sydney Ashlyn Torres.
Nazreen Anissa El Mahaney.
Michaela Gabrielle Summers.
Joyce Choi.
Jocelyn Milagros Vargas Pinzon.
Christine Diane Gaushin Clark.
Alexis L'Oreal Sims.
Kai Davael Lackey.
Monica Ruth Webster.
Emily Yvette Bobo.
Cameron James Sperry Warala.
Alana Noel Brown.
Avery Lauren Sperry Warala.
Keisha Lorraine Joy Demps.
Kelly Luyen Young.
Richard Raymond Linshevsky, Jr.
Sarah Catherine Peel.
Renee Dawn Cordy.
Hannah Jade Schuler.
Cooper Hasselhun.
Haley Aaron Warren.
Andrew Charles Lanus.
Miranda Therese McMaster.
Jonathan Paul Krebs.
Story Ann Tavian.
Christopher Charles Dooley.
Noel Luis Ochoa.
Samuel Christopher Belcher.
Megan Renee Plave.
Jacob Michael Ignani.
Brooke Alexis Marudis.
Jeffrey Michael Crockett.
Anthony Michael Merlino.
Brendan Lang.